This time on Reload Explode. The war indoors continues as the Erie Explosion come off a hard loss to face the Marion Blue Racers in their house.
I don't think there's anything average about anybody in the damn room. But you are how you play.
Two gladiators collide in a confrontation that can quite literally be anyone's game. All this and more, this time on Reload Explode. It's March 6th. The Erie Explosion has moved camp to the Edinburgh University Sports Dome, a state-of-the-art athletic facility that just happens to not have the heat working that night. The 40-degree inside temperature didn't stop the team from gathering for a final workout before facing the Marion Blue Racers on Sunday. The previous week's loss to the Saginaw Sting rattled the organization and put this week's task front and center in everyone's mind.
No, they're just, from all I could hear over the radio is that something's lacking. There's something not right. It was like Saginaw come in and this is our house and you're not going to do nothing about it. And Erie laid down. I said, okay, your house. And they just didn't play. You know, I don't know why. Like I said, I couldn't see what was visually wrong. You know, who was making mistakes, who was uncovered, or you know, who was too slow, or you know, whatever.
What happened in Saginaw is something the coaching staff is determined not to repeat in Marion. With a new strategy, new plays, and new players brought to the roster.
We are dressing two new players this week. One is a defensive back who was with an AFL team. He was in camp with them. He got released. His name's Mon Caraway, very, very talented defensive back from Temple University. And I mean, when I tell you he's very talented, I wanted this kid from the start. You know, I was calling him, recruiting him. You know, he ended up getting signed by Pittsburgh. So I was happy for the kid, but I don't want to say I'm happy that he didn't stick with them up there. But I'm happy that he's here. And another guy, it's going to be. He's going to be a huge help stopping the run. John D'Angelo, he was a linebacker with us for the last 2 years. He's an incredible football player. I truly feel he's the best linebacker in all the indoor football. We're very fortunate to have him back with us this week.
And the new players serve as a reminder to everyone that no one's position is safe when you're on a top-seeded team making a run for the playoffs.
Josh doesn't look worried at all.
Huh?
Josh doesn't look worried at all.
Who's worried?
Josh.
I ain't worried.
I'm saying Josh ain't worried.
He ain't worried.
I'm mad.
Anything to do with hair like that's worried, man? He ain't worried.
He don't look worried at all.
He ain't worried about that.
Tonight's practice has an elevated intensity, with new plays added to the book designed specifically to deal with Marion's own changing roster.
Hey, Aaron, they might forget all about him. You know what I'm saying? And you just dump it to him and let him go. 1001, 1002, they're going to release. He's going to take the nose whatever way he wants to go. So if the nose comes here, you're going to have to slide up here and get into the window here. So he's going to protect you from the nose. You're going to let the DNs rush by you and hit you from the especially if they're coming. If you watch on film.
Part of the strategy tonight is called scouting drills. Based on film breakdowns of past Blue Racers games, the coaching staff attempts to duplicate Marion's offense against Erie's defense to try and spot and fix any potential holes in the play.
You're not going to be getting blocked. Chances are you're not getting blocked on that zone read. They're reading you. They're going to be reading you, okay? You got to come down backside hard as fuck, all right, or it's not going to work. You got to make that play from the backside, all right? You got the quarterback. Now we have our most athletic person, our most athletic out of the two backers on that quarterback. Last week we got exposed with that shit. We're switching it up so it doesn't happen this week, okay? We got exposed on that shit last week a couple of times when we were ankle biting. McKenna when he was running his zone read.
All right.
Take your shit. Take your shit. Their
Here.
big ones are right there.
We're going to service the defense.
Go.
All right? We're going to service the defense because they need it. That's my question. Have you ever seen something? Look at these scout team plays. You guys ready? On one, break.
It's as close to game simulation as possible without pads, all in an effort to leave nothing to chance come Sunday.
We need this game. We need this game. We don't lose to Marion. We won our last 4 against Marion. All right, we're 4-1 all time against those guys. They got a good team. If you want to look ahead, if we're talking about being a championship game, right now that's the leading team in the South Division. So that's who we'll be going head to head with. So think about that. Set that tone. It's a hard place to play. I told you that. That don't mean nothing when you're beating somebody's ass. And that's what we plan to do. That's what we did to them the first time. They thought they were going to dominate us the first time up here. They did all that talking in pregame. I'll bet you they don't do all that talking again when we go down there. I'll bet you they don't, because they were a little bit humble. Just like we should be humbled from what happened last week when we got physically dominated. You are how you play, fellas. We got a reputation. Looked it up today. We won 82% of our games here. 82%. That's pretty damn good through the years with different teams and different people in here. That's pretty damn good. But you are how you play. You are what you did lately. That's all people remember. If you're 3-2, you're 3-2. You're above average. I don't know about you guys. I ain't trying to be above average. I'm trying to be fucking good. I ain't interested in being above average or decent or they're competitive. We want to dominate people. We want to get back to being the team to beat. Take that step this week, fellas, all right? Take that step this week. Break it up.
Boom on 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
When we come back, the Explosion hit the road for Marion, Ohio to face off once again with their biggest rivals in a game that has to be won. You're watching Reload Explode.
Big one today.
How much does this matter?
It matters to us. This is a really big game here. Especially coming off a loss, we gotta get this win. This will do a lot for our team to get this win. You never want to end a streak with another streak. If you catch what I'm saying, you don't want to start a losing streak, you know, after a winning streak, you know. So you don't want to end a streak with another streak. So you got to get this win today.
That's the word.
They got the heat up in here. All right, hey, listen. I don't know how many people they got. If they do, it could get loud. That's why you gotta make plays from the beginning, keep it quiet. Just like we did when they come into our house. Nothing changes. We gotta get our respect back.
Yes, sir.
Right now, like we talked about, we're an average team. I don't think there's anything average about anybody in the damn room. But you are how you play. You are how you play, and you are what the final result is, and that's all that matters. No matter what you do in life, the final result is all that matters. Your hard work, that's all well and good. Don't mean nothing. It's results. We need results today. All right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get our respect back. We're going to get our swag back
Yes,
today.
sir.
All right? That's
Get
it.
it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. We gonna take it from them.
Hey, bro, go eat, get that win.
You know what time it is? 13, baby. Stokes. We here. Reload, explode.
When we come back, the war indoors returns. You're watching Reload Explode.
Anything they line up, we got it charted up. We got everything carded up here. It's right here. It's gonna sit right here.
The war indoors returns with Sean Rouser kicking off to Marion. It would be a short drive before an interception by John D'Angelo would stop them and return the ball to Erie. The Explosion would respond with an offensive attack, but it wouldn't gain much yardage as the Blue Racers defense would show up to shut them down. Getting the ball back, Nez Mincy would hit Mike Tatum for the first touchdown of the game, starting it off 6-0 for the Blue Racers. And then a two-point conversion attempt would be knocked down by John D'Angelo and Dejon Smith. Quickly shifting the momentum back to Erie, where Nate Burney would run a touchdown. Followed by the extra point by Sean Rouser, and Erie would take the lead 6-7. But the lead wouldn't hold long. As Nez Mincy drives the Blue Racers downfield, ending with a carry by Chris Brooks that brings Marion up 12-7. Mincy runs in a two-point conversion, and Marion is up by 7. With the ball coming back to Erie, Aaron Smetanka leads an offensive charge. connecting with Stokes and bringing the explosion within reach. And then this happened. After a missed snap, Nate Burney somehow finds his way into the end zone. But flags on the play don't count the touchdown. So they run it again, this time for points. Rouser delivers the extra point, tying it up at 14 each. And it becomes a game of defense, with Erie shutting down Marion at every play. And then Marion putting up a wall in return, not allowing Erie to score either. Until late in the second, John D'Angelo intercepts a pass that sends Erie the other way, giving Aaron Smetanka just enough time to drop a bomb on Evan Twombly in the end zone, putting Erie up 20-14. The extra point from Sean Rouser ends the half with Erie ahead, 21-14.
Listen up. We see people making plays right now. Swag back. Carry it over. We got the ball coming out. We got to finish. Let's finish this damn game now. Hey, let's go. Keep us accountable. Get your flu.
Hey, this is where champions are made. Hey, second half, when you come out and score 50.
Anybody need?
You're the best in the league.
Anybody need?
Guys, this is what we're coming together right here.
The third would be a dogfight between two Goliaths, with neither team allowing the other to score.
Go get it!
And like any dogfight, there's going to be some damage. At the bottom of the pile is Aaron Smetanka, hulked off the field with a knee injury that wouldn't allow him to return to the game. His second on-field injury this season. With the explosion rattled and with only 2 minutes left in the game, Mike Tatum hits Bryson Lawrence and puts Marion within 1. A short pass on a conversion attempt to Bobby Gay would give them 2. And that's all they would need. The Erie Explosion has fallen 3-2, with back-to-back losses on the road and a question mark over their contention for a playoff spot. Next time on Reload Explode, the Kentucky Warhorses limp into Erie on their last legs, only to find themselves on the road to redemption in front of a belligerent Explosion with something to prove.
I want to put 3 digits up on the scoreboard, number 1. And number 2, we ain't thrown a pass yet. Woo! We got 50 points, we ain't attempted a pass.
And later, the cracks begin to show in a league that's struggling just to put teams on the field.
I've been here since 2006, and this is by far the worst arena that I ever seen.
All this and more coming up on Reload Explode.